My name is Jeremy, I live in Tokyo, I'm making a game. But at least I'm not a DJ. Anyway, let's get into it. So, what has happened? Yeah, first of all, I got the sketch back. Yeah, I'm sorry about the noise. Across the street, they're tearing down a building, and next door, they're building a 9-story mansion. And when I say next door, it's the house next to this house that's being built up. But they finished all the drilling and banging, so now they're just pumping concrete. So sorry about that. Not so much I can do about it except move, but that's not an option right now. So I got the sketch, the final drawing from the concept artist back for the level 2 Michiru. Yeah, don't get confused. This is for the level 2, which means you're probably never gonna play with that. I mean, that's the teaser. You're gonna play through level 1, which seems to be a normal world, which it isn't, and then you're gonna develop into that level 2. Do you remember AC/DC? I used that since the 80s or 70s, so yeah, they still exist. So what I was saying is, this is the uniforms he's gonna get after you graduate from level 1 and you figure out what's going on. You're gonna end up in this sci-fi environment and you're gonna find this suit, and lots of stuff is gonna happen. It's not her suit actually, it's something she's gonna find. You're starting, as I said, the people who didn't pay. This is for the people who didn't pay attention. She's gonna start out as a normal schoolgirl. Her sister is gonna disappear. Nobody cares seemingly, and she's gonna start to investigate. She, meaning you, the gamer, is gonna start to investigate and find out that this world they live in is not super normal. So this is kind of a teaser. I'm pretty super awesomely happy with this outcome. I just that expression on her face is just exactly what I'm looking for. Brilliant. I have nothing. Maybe the back, he didn't do so much on the back as I explained to him, but it's fine. This is okay. It's still open for the CG artist. The back is still open for interpretation because I only have this front shot. So, and he removed the big hips. He removed the big muscle and reduced the bracelet, just as I said. But this is bloody brilliant. If I can't sell this, I might as well give up. Okay, so I spent maybe 10-15 hours finding a good artist to make this drawing. And I spent time to explain him what I wanted. But after I did that in 2 goes, this is what came out. So that's why HR is so bloody expensive, because it just takes so many hours to find what you're looking for, and if you find the wrong thing, it's gonna cost even more. So I didn't go for the cheapest artist. I didn't go for the how can I say, the average priced artist. I look at the artwork, and then if I like it, I will just buy that, because I don't want to compromise, especially when it's my own project. And this is not the cheapest I could find. And that's kind of a rule I go by. Don't look for the cheapest. It's gonna end up costing the same anyway. And why not save yourself all the grief and then just get the good product from the beginning? Okay, so I got this now, and immediately when I got this, I requested him to do the schoolgirl drawing artwork also. The level 1 version. Same artist and same kind of face, but a different outfit. I sent, and I wanted him to do like a kind of a pose. So I sent this to him. That was the original CG model, and then the first drawing I had made a long time ago. And that's his own sci-fi character kind of thing. And then a few examples of what ideas what he could do, like a fighting kind of pose, and I tried to make the pencil in here. A few reference images, so more like an interesting action pose if I could get that with the school uniform. So I'm looking forward to receive the sketch of that any day now. Actually, there's been a leak. Leak sensor. Moving on, I got some new for the park. There's a tower and there's a temple. I haven't put it in yet. It's not super totally finished. Let's get into the game and see some actual game footage. I got my Suzuki Melodion. Let's get a fanfare from that. It got all my kids' snot in here. When you blow it, nothing happens. You have to press the keys. Okay, level 1 map loading. Get on with it. There's been another leak. There's been 2 leaks. There we go. Okie dokie. What is new is where are we? So let's speed it up. What's new? I've been working on the spline for the monorail, and there's been some issues. So I'm not very good at what I do. The new houses. This house is new. I think it wasn't placed last time. This elevation I have been working on, make it a little bit. But I don't want to. Even if it's a city, I don't want it to be flat. So I've made this elevation. And yeah, the monorail is no longer in the middle of the street. You know what? Let's run here with Michiru. So this is the old 3D object. So there's some texturing issues. She has no eyes and stuff like that. I'm gonna take the shortcut. Just have to wait for the monorail to pass so I don't kill myself. So you have to be careful. And when you go to, you have to turn very fast and jump and turn very fast again, and then you're on the other one, and then you barely survive the monorail. Let's go back. Yeah, okay. That's fine, no problem. I know another shortcut. Just go up here, go in here, and go in here, and go. Shut the. What the? You already have the siren, you don't need to shout. I can hear it, totally fine. An empty station. Nah, let's go this way. Oh, what was that? The monorail, huh? I see. Oh. So, yeah, there's gonna be some stuff here also, but let's get back to that. This overpass, it might not stay here because there's not gonna be so much traffic going this way, so it was originally meant to be the end of this road. So the monorail became a little bit faster after Okay, so here is going to be more buildings. Yeah, there's a highway coming. Elevated highway. Let's check that out. Okay, I can't go through here. I have to fix that. They're also a little bit too small, those barriers anyway. Let's go down here and see. There's the highway. There's no cars at the moment. Probably there will only be sound of cars. I'm not sure if you are going to be able to see the actual top of the highway. Steps to the residential area. There's going to be a small path down there. So this is actually a river. There's going to be a river down here. It's like a nice way to confine. And actually there's no more. And the highway is going to turn this way. So the monorail is going to come over this highway, and some way the monorail is going to go over to this island, which is not built yet, but it's going to be somewhere around there. All the buildings are existing buildings, photos I took, or friends' houses, or anything really. It's going to be kind of a hybrid city. actually I wanted the houses to be a little bit closer than this actually, because I want to really get the claustrophobic feeling that exists. There's no place in Tokyo has this much space between the houses. It's just impossible. So I want to make more houses. I want to make them closer to get that claustrophobic feeling. There's some more electric wires. So there's a tunnel, but that ends in nowhere. And of course, when you do elevation like this, you need to have lots of stairs so you can come up and down. Let's go this way. Ta-da. So here's gonna be. This is not. I can see I made more. I haven't loaded in the newest update. So anyway, this is also a residential area. It's gonna start to move into bigger buildings. Just there, down here. That's another road. Bigger buildings and be just on this side of the river and the other side of the river is going to be office buildings. I think I saw a flying monorail. This is interesting. This is a car I made about 20 years ago. Maybe you recognize it. Do you recognize it? It's a very, very famous car. I just put it in for scale, you know, to see if my parking lot, my coin parking, is working with the human scale, and it looks fine. But if you know this car, send it in a comment. Yeah, I think that's it for the world right now. Let me just show you something funny. It's the same car. This is when this file is from '99, so it's probably made in '98 or something. You know, a CG object on a video. That's what you could do with Lightwave in the '90s. The resolution is not top notch, but you know, that's my big brother pretending to do remote control the car, and then I have a like stick I prick to the rocket. Yeah, obviously he's not my big brother anymore since it's been 20 years ago, 22 years almost. So yeah. What else do I have? I have to be careful not to go on and on and on and on too long. There's a few stupid things like this wall. It's like a wall on a wall. And actually, I think it's because some toddler, he fell over. He or she, I don't really remember. They fell over, but they weren't seriously injured. So they had to build this wall because the parents was a bit upset. And another thing I don't understand in this town, there's many things you see. There's okay, there I moved the wall, so I haven't moved the steps. But there's a step up and there's a gate. Yeah. And the gate just goes to nowhere. I don't know what was the purpose. Is it not finished, or was there another purpose that was dismissed, or the tunnel came at a later time, or it just doesn't make any sense. But there you have it. There's no parking sign, and there's a brick to keep it steady, and another brick, and a broken brick. Just a few details. Anyway, where were I? Some questions. Why don't you make it like a Mirror's Edge? If you remember that game, you know, the parkour game. And then just drop fancy lighting and textures. Yeah, that's a possibility. But I already made lots of textures, and I don't think that this is story driven. It's like a puzzle. It's a puzzle sci-fi adventure game. You have to figure out stuff for yourself, and I just think it works better if the things were textured. So, since this is my own project and I'm my own boss, I will pretty much make textures. Maybe some surfaces will be a little rushed, but as far as possible, I think it would be best and give the best experience if it was textured. I know you can immerse yourself into, you could probably play this game without any surfaces. And I can't say that's not what's gonna happen in the level 1. But at this point, I think I will go on with the surfacing, with the textures. Can you tell us something about the look of the level? Well, as I've said 400 times before, if you would pay attention at all, the idea of level 1 is to kind of figure out what's going on, and you seem to be living in a normal world from your perspective anyway, and you have been gone, you and everybody else has just been doing their business like you and me for some time, but this protagonist is gonna realize that things are there's something is just strange, and something is like going on. And she starts to investigate, and people are trying to stop you from investigating, and it's all going to be very conspirational and hopefully exciting. There's 2 major plot points I need to figure out, but that's the fun of a game like this. You know, you have to come up with something. You have to come up with a story, interesting story. So yeah, I can easily come up with a story, but it's not for me, it's for you, so it has to be, I have to get your attention. And then of course the teaser is he's gonna find the suit which you already saw, and then you're gonna be so excited for level 2, give us level 2, and then somebody is gonna help me develop it. Level 2 is, the way it's scripted right now, is strictly sci-fi from beginning to end. It's gonna be in a science fiction environment. So that's that. There's a metro down here actually. It's quite rudimentary, but you can actually go down here, and the train crash, to the people who paid attention, is going to be around here, halfway through the... I have to make these 2 meet, but halfway through this tunnel, the train derailed. It's not a crash, it's just a derailment. It's gonna be, and here's the other. This is a fast way to travel. I should show this to Elon Musk. Look at this, man. Whoa, tunneling. Whoa, through the... I've been here in this place before. See you later.